While harvest continues to roll in, basis prices in many places across the country are holding strong. That's the topic of discussion in today's Pro Farmer Profit Briefing. Pro Farmer editor Chip Flory and senior market analyst Brian Grady join us in today's Profit Briefing from Cedar Falls, Iowa.
Brian, we're well into harvest season. We're close to a third of the corn crop is harvested. We're even getting close to half of the bean crop being harvested. But basis levels continue to hold up fairly well out there across the countryside. What's going on there?
Well, we saw that first big wave down in basis as we switched from the very tight old crop supply to the anticipation of the big new crop coming. And now we haven't gotten quite as much supply to the countryside as what was anticipated, and you're starting to see your basis levels firm up even a little bit in some areas in the face of the harvest pressure.
Now with corn I can understand that because there is an attitude out there around the countryside that guys want to put corn in the bin. The market structure with the carry out to the July contract certainly suggests going ahead and giving the corn market a chance to recover. But beans, there's no incentive in the market structure to put beans in the bin. Why are we still seeing basis strength in beans when there's should be lots of beans moving?
Well, it's either probably one of two things. Either the beans are going into the bin, even though the price structure says not to. And, this wouldn't be the first time that producers have done something that the market structure doesn't necessarily say is the right thing to do, and they may be right in the long run. The other thing to keep in mind is that the beans may not be out there. All these big yield reports that we're hearing, well, maybe we're just hearing the cream of the crop and not hearing the real true story on everything, and the beans just aren't there as much as everybody thinks.
And then there's the other component of basis, and that's the demand side of the market.
I think that, China has been buying corn. I would suspect that they've been buying soybeans as well. We know that they need beans. They need them on a regular basis, so they would buy anyway. I think that that's probably a component of it as well.
Okay, now back to corn here just real quickly. Basis strength in corn, we know that there's been, private sources are telling us that there's some demand in the market. We've got demand in the feed market. We've got some demand coming back to ethanol. But boy, there just hasn't been much hedge pressure on this corn market.
No, the commercial selling has just been very limited in here. The funds are loaded up on the short side of the market already. And as a result, we're not seeing a whole lot of downside price pressure. We've got the bulk of it already baked into the marketplace. And now we have to watch basis to see if it can strengthen enough and indicate that a seasonal low is in place.
Okay, and it may be giving us a signal too that we might be getting from beans, and that is maybe that corn crop isn't quite as big as what a lot of people are thinking out there right now. For Brian Grady and all the editors at Pro Farmer in Cedar Falls, Iowa, I'm Chip Flory.
Pro Farmer. Make great decisions and become a member today. Call or visit profarmer.com. Growing corn and soybeans is about more than just your yield. It's what you were meant to do. Visit acresofpossibility.com to discover the potential of mycogen seeds.